I'm Julie Maioli.
And I'm Ed Schneider. This is USA to Ride TV. USA to Ride TV is brought to you by Next North America, the world's coolest motorcycle helmets, 7i by Panoptics Premium Performance Eyewear, and Motor Cafe. Ride safely and in style with Motor Cafe. Did you know that the term used to identify a motorcycle cop is motorman? Well, Julie and I had the chance to catch up with a very special motorman during Daytona Bike Week.
Jerry Palladino is the mastermind behind the Ride Like a Pro videos. And he told us he rode a bike for 20 years before he actually learned how to really ride a bike.
I'm Jerry Motorman Palladino, and I teach the police motor officer techniques to the average rider.
Hey Jerry, that's pretty cool. But what do you actually teach riders?
Well, oddly, there's just 3 things a person has to know. That is the proper use of the friction zone. That's the area of clutch travel between completely open and completely closed. At low speeds, you want to stay in that gray area. Second technique is the proper use of the rear brake. The rear brake has very little stopping force, but if you put a little bit of pressure on it and stay in the friction zone, it keeps the motorcycle from falling over and helps you to control the bike at low speeds. The third but most important technique, because you use this at all speeds, is the proper use of your head and eyes. Wherever I turn my head and eyes, that's where the bike will go, because your hands naturally follow your eyes. And that's the opposite of what your brain tells you. That's why it takes 2-3 hours for the average person to get a pretty good handle on these 3 techniques.
I get the 3 techniques, but where did you learn how to ride a motorcycle?
I rode for 20 years before I went to motor school, and I thought I knew what I was doing. The very first day, the head instructor walked up and he said, "Anybody here know how to ride a motorcycle?" And nobody raised their hand, so I put my hand up, and as soon as I did, I knew I'd made a terrible mistake, because he jumped and screamed at me. He said, "You don't know nothing about riding a motorcycle, but you're gonna know." He was exactly right. I quickly found out that 20 years of experience I thought I had was really 1 year's experience repeated 20 times. I was listening to my instincts, and your instincts are completely wrong. But when I finished that course for the first time in my life, I really knew how to ride a motorcycle. And I said, they've been teaching this to the cops here for 65 years, but never the general public. That's why I came out with the Ride Like a Pro video. It's the only one that teaches these techniques step by step, so that the average rider can watch this video, go out and practice, and do it all on their own. It takes average person 3-4 hours to get the hang of it. After that, they just get better and better, and it will save your life every day here at Bike Week. I have 5 or 6 people coming up to me thanking me for saving their life, and it's a wonderful, humbling feeling. I never thought that this would be so big, but we've actually sold almost 1 million copies so far. So I've helped people all over the world that I'll never meet, but they send me letters by the thousands thanking me for it.
That's a great story, Jerry. But why did you decide to teach riding techniques?
I enjoy helping people. That's why I became a police officer. But a lot of times as a police officer, there's so many barriers in your way. We have to go right by the book. But by me doing this and teaching people how to ride, I've actually helped thousands upon thousands of people, and they've told me it's actually changed their life. I've saved people's lives all over the world. I'll never meet these people, but they send me letters and thank me for it. And I just love doing it. I hope to do it until I can't walk anymore, because I enjoy getting up in front of people and telling them about these techniques. And I tell people, if you think riding a motorcycle is fun now, imagine if you actually knew what the hell you were doing. It's so much more fun and so much safer then.